A penny for your thoughts. Trump proposes drastic change. The penny, a small yet iconic piece of American currency, has been a part of our daily lives for generations. But now, it faces an uncertain future. The penny, a staple of American pockets since its inception, might be on its way out. This tiny coin, often overlooked and undervalued, has sparked a significant debate about its place in modern society. President Trump has reignited a long-standing debate by proposing to eliminate the penny from U.S. currency. His proposal has brought this issue back into the spotlight, prompting discussions across the nation. This small coin, bearing the image of Abraham Lincoln, has been a part of the American economy for centuries. Its historical significance is undeniable, representing a piece of our nation's heritage. However, its relevance in the 21st century is increasingly questioned. In an age where digital transactions are becoming the norm, the penny's role is diminishing. Trump's proposal isn't out of the blue. It's a response to ongoing discussions about the practicality and necessity of the penny in today's economy. For years, many have argued that the penny has outlived its usefulness. Critics point out that it often ends up forgotten in jars or discarded, rather than being used in everyday transactions. Its purchasing power has eroded significantly due to inflation. What once could buy a piece of candy now holds little to no value in the marketplace. The cost of producing a penny now exceeds its face value, raising concerns about economic efficiency. The U.S. Mint spends more to make each penny than the coin is actually worth, leading to financial losses. The debate is not just about economic practicality, it delves into deeper issues, such as the sentimental value many Americans attach to the penny. It touches upon sentimental value, historical significance, and the potential impact on various aspects of American life. For some, the penny is a cherished memento, a link to the past. As the nation grapples with this proposed change, it's crucial to understand both sides of the argument. The decision to eliminate the penny is not just a financial one. It encompasses cultural, historical, and emotional dimensions that resonate with many Americans. The high cost of small change, pennies draining the treasury, it's a question that has sparked considerable debate among economists, policymakers, and the general public alike. One of the most compelling arguments for eliminating the penny revolves around its production cost. The process of minting these small coins is surprisingly expensive. The U.S. Mint, responsible for producing American currency, has reported that it costs more than 2 cents to make a single penny. This means that the government is essentially losing money with every penny it produces. This means that for every penny put into circulation, the government loses money. Over time, these losses add up, creating a significant financial burden. This financial loss might seem insignificant at first glance. After all, it's just a penny, right? But when you consider the millions of pennies produced each year, the numbers become quite staggering. However, when considering the sheer volume of pennies produced annually, the figures become substantial. The cost of producing these coins runs into millions of dollars, money that could potentially be used for other pressing needs. Critics argue that this money could be better spent elsewhere, especially considering the national debt. They suggest that the funds used to produce pennies could be redirected to more critical areas such as education, healthcare, or infrastructure. Moreover, the metals used in penny production, primarily zinc and copper, are subject to market fluctuations. The prices of these metals can vary significantly, adding another layer of complexity to the issue. This volatility further contributes to the unpredictable and often increasing cost of minting pennies. When metal prices rise, so does the cost of producing each penny, exacerbating the financial drain. These economic realities fuel the argument that the penny is a financial drain on the U.S. Treasury. As the debate continues, it remains to be seen whether the penny will eventually be phased out in favor of more cost-effective solutions. Penny pinchers rejoice arguments for elimination. Eliminating the penny, proponents argue, would lead to several economic benefits. Businesses, for instance, would save time and money. Counting and sorting pennies slows down transactions, particularly in high-volume retail settings. This inefficiency translates to lost productivity and increased labor costs. Furthermore, removing the penny would simplify cash transactions. Prices could be rounded to the nearest nickel, streamlining the checkout process. This rounding system, already employed in countries like Canada, has proven effective without causing significant price discrepancies. Proponents also point to the environmental impact of penny production. Mining and refining the metals used in pennies have environmental consequences. Eliminating the penny could contribute to resource conservation and reduce the carbon footprint associated with its production. Hold your horses, concerns, and counter-arguments. Despite the arguments for elimination, the penny still has its defenders. One of the main concerns revolves around its impact on charitable giving. The penny plays a significant role in small donations, often collected in jars and donation boxes. Opponents argue that eliminating the penny could discourage these small acts of generosity. While seemingly insignificant individually, these small donations collectively add up to substantial amounts for charities and nonprofit organizations. Another concern is the potential impact on low-income households. Some argue that eliminating the penny could disproportionately affect those who rely on cash transactions and already face financial constraints. The fear is that prices might be rounded up, leading to a subtle but significant increase in the cost of living for vulnerable populations. Section 5. Rounding up the issues, practical implications of a penniless economy. The practical implications of eliminating the penny extend beyond the initial arguments. While the idea of phasing out the penny has been discussed for years, the real-world effects are multifaceted and complex. One of the main concerns is the potential for rounding errors to accumulate over time. When transactions are rounded to the nearest nickel, it might seem like a minor adjustment. However, these small discrepancies could add up, potentially benefiting businesses at the expense of consumers. For instance, if every transaction is rounded up, consumers might end up paying slightly more over numerous purchases. This could lead to a subtle but significant shift in the balance of financial fairness. Another consideration is the psychological impact of a penniless society. The penny, despite its low value, holds a symbolic significance for many. It's a tangible reminder of the value of money, and its absence could potentially alter spending habits or perceptions of value. For some, the penny represents a piece of history and tradition. Its removal might be seen as a loss of a small but meaningful part of daily life. It's a tangible reminder of the value of money, and its absence could potentially alter spending habits or perceptions of value. People might start to view prices differently, and the psychological impact could influence how they manage their finances. Moreover, removing the penny would necessitate a redesign of cash registers and accounting systems. Businesses would need to update their technology to accommodate the new rounding rules. This transition, while manageable, would involve upfront costs and logistical challenges for businesses of all sizes. Small businesses in particular might find the change more burdensome due to limited resources. Training staff, updating software, and ensuring compliance with new regulations would require time and investment. Despite these challenges, the move towards a penniless economy could streamline transactions and reduce costs in the long run. Ultimately, the decision to eliminate the penny involves weighing the immediate practical implications against the potential long-term benefits for the economy. Section 6. A legislative history from copper to controversy. The debate over the penny's fate is not new. Throughout its history, the penny has faced numerous legislative challenges and changes in its composition. Congress has the authority to discontinue the production of any coin as stipulated by the Coinage Act of 1965. In recent decades, several bills have been introduced to abolish the penny. While none have succeeded, the recurring attempts reflect the ongoing debate surrounding the coin's relevance. The arguments for and against elimination have been weighed by lawmakers, economists, and the public alike. The historical context highlights the complex interplay of economic, logistical, and even sentimental factors involved in decisions about currency. The penny's fate serves as a microcosm of broader discussions about the evolving nature of money in a digital age. Section 7. The future of currency. A glimpse beyond the penny. The debate over the penny's elimination extends beyond the coin itself. It prompts broader questions about the future of currency in an increasingly digital world. As cash transactions decline and electronic payments rise, the relevance of physical currency, especially small denominations, is being reevaluated. Some argue that the penny's elimination is a natural progression in this digital shift. They envision a future where mobile payments and cryptocurrencies dominate, rendering physical currency obsolete. Others, however, emphasize the continued importance of physical currency, particularly for segments of the population without reliable access to digital payment methods. The debate surrounding the penny, therefore, becomes a microcosm of broader discussions about financial inclusion, technological advancement, and the evolving relationship between society and money. Section 8. What's your 2 cents worth? The potential elimination of the penny presents a multifaceted issue with valid arguments on both sides. While the economic inefficiencies and logistical burdens of the penny are undeniable, concerns about charitable giving, low-income impact, and the potential for rounding errors cannot be ignored. Ultimately, the decision of whether to keep or eliminate the penny rests on a careful consideration of these competing factors. As the debate continues, it's essential for citizens to engage in informed discussions and consider the broader implications of this seemingly small change. What are your thoughts on the potential demise of the penny?